Hi, welcome to We Try. My name's Ethan.
And I'm Amy.
And today we're going to be talking about our trip to Traverse City, Michigan. Traverse City, it's in the northern part of Michigan. One thing that makes it really cool just being up there in fall is the colors of the leaves. I mean, we went when it was probably peak time for the colors of the leaves, wouldn't you say?
So beautiful. The reds, the orange, the yellows. So beautiful.
Going up over some of those hills and then coming down and seeing the valleys is just like such a cool moment with all the different colors of fall. And once you actually get up to Traverse City, which is on a huge bay in Lake Michigan, the views of the bay are just breathtaking. It is such a picturesque city. You immediately say, like, I could totally live here.
Yeah, it's so true. We said that like how many times when we were up there. We're like,
I could live here.
We can move here. Yep, let's do it.
What made it really cool is that we were with our friends.
Yeah.
Some of our best friends, and they joined us on the trip, and it just made it an absolute awesome time. So when we first got up there, we went to the filling station. It was a really cool restaurant in an old train station.
We had the seltzers. Those were really quite yummy, and we had salads and pizza. Unfortunately, they did not have gluten-free, so Ethan just focused on his salad.
Which wasn't a big deal. I'm a light lunch eater anyway. I don't typically eat much lunch, so.
Yeah. So we stayed at an Airbnb, which we are pretty sure, and I think we said this in one of our other videos about Traverse City, that is like mainly all Airbnbs.
That's like what Traverse City is.
Homes,
75% Airbnb.
Lots of Airbnbs. And so ours was super cool. It was right downtown Traverse City. And so you were able, literally, downtown. You walked outside the stairway and you were right in the city. And so that was super cool from like a walkability standpoint. The Airbnb itself had 2 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms, a nice living room, a kitchen, and if it wasn't rainy, had a really cool upper deck on top of the building that you could have utilized with a hot tub, except it was rainy and cold that weekend, so we did not.
We didn't use it.
But really cool views of the bay. We woke up every day and we're like, this is beautiful.
I could live here.
Yeah, we could live here. We did walk over to Cherry Republic afterwards. We'll tag that video here for you to watch. And so really great location for the Airbnb. And it was super clean, very easy to use, and I liked the style. It was very modern. One thing about it though, those pillows were terrible. So bring your own pillows if you're going to stay there. We'll tag the Airbnb in the description below.
So on Friday night, we had our fancy dinner at the cook's house. And
tag the video here.
Watch that video to figure out how awesome it was. Yeah. Spoilers, it was awesome.
Delicious. So the next morning we woke up, and since we're downtown, there's coffee shops nearby, and we decided to check out the one that was nearest to us. Morsels was the name, and we got coffee and some breakfast there. Ethan had a yogurt parfait, I had a breakfast sandwich, and we ate it. At this point it was not raining, so we were able to eat it like outside in the canal area of our Airbnb, and so that was really cool. Fresh air and nice, getting ready for our wine tour, which was the main plan for the Saturday. So
exactly, yeah, you had to have something, like you had to have some breakfast in you and to be able to go on the wine tour.
It's 10 a.m.
10 a.m.
Yeah, we're drinking wine at 10 a.m.
I mean, which is okay. I mean, I don't mind drinking wine at 10 a.m.
Cheers to that.
Cheers. Yeah, pull my leg, I can totally go on a wine tour at 10 a.m. Don't make me, I'll do it. So we met at, walked over a very short walk over to the pickup point, which was at a hotel downtown. And then, super cool, they came and picked us up in a trolley. We were like, is that our wine tour? Like, that was so cool. And our driver was super nice. She was super fun, made it, a really awesome atmosphere. One thing that's funny about those wine tours is that everybody's really subdued when you first get on the bus, and then by the time you're actually coming back, everybody's
music,
very
party.
loosened up.
Oh yeah, you're having fun. You're buzzing.
So we went out and we were in the Old Mission Peninsula is the wine tour that we went to. The first place that we hit up was Breeze. Breeze Estate. That was really cool, although it's all outside. So it's so funny because after this trip in like mid-October, it actually got pretty warm out for a while. But this weekend in October was actually really, really cold.
One weekend.
So the first stop we went to, the wind was whipping.
Chilly.
We were outside, and I think we all just thought like, hey, we just need to drink more in order to warm up a little bit. So
except so this location's known for like their frosé. And so it's kind of funny, like you're freezing outside, yet you're having like a cold frozen wine drink.
The second winery we went to was Bonobo, and we pulled up there, and it was a little bit different. It was packed.
Packed, busy, beautiful location.
Beautiful.
We had the coolest bartender. Don't remember his name. Super cool guy. He told us that their rosé grapes actually grow on his farm, and he does this just for fun on like Fridays and Saturdays. And so we're standing in line, and our friend like gets out of line all of a sudden. And we're like, where did he go? And there's a show on PBS, so Public Broadcasting Network, that is called Under the Radar.
Under the Radar, Michigan.
Under the Radar, Michigan, yeah. And he has a YouTube channel too. His name is Tom. And his crew was there, and everyone was so excited. So our friend went over and said hi to him, and then we all went over and said hi to him. So that was really fun. It was like a celebrity sighting. And so our third stop was Bowers Harbor. And if we thought Bonobo was busy, Bowers Harbor was
poppin'. My gosh. It was, and they warned us it would be insane. They did.
They said, they were like, this is very busy. And this one's outside only as well. But they had fireplaces, or they had campfires. And so that was kind of cool to have that. And we got wine flights there, so that's cool. None of the other places had wine flights. They had just like glasses of wine that you could buy. And that was cool because you actually like drink your wine in the vineyards. Like you're surrounded all by the vineyards. So that was a really pretty view.
We were drinking wine and just the whipping wind in the cold, but we were having a fun time with it.
Yeah. And then after that, we walked over to dinner, which was the Artesian. So tell us what we had at dinner.
So at the Artesian, we had started with oysters and salad, and then we got scallops and fish for our entrees, and it was really fun. We had several drinks at the Artesian as well, and
I took a sip and I gave it to him.
Yeah, that was where I went wrong for the night. Amy took one sip of hers and then gave it to me, and before you know it, I'm double fisting martinis before dinner even starts. But the food there, food there was excellent.
It's in a hotel, too.
It's in a hotel, like right on the water.
Right on the water.
Right on the bay.
Yeah, right in the bay.
And it was a blast.
Yeah.
And then the next morning when we woke up, we had to check out of our Airbnb pretty early. And then we headed up the other side of the peninsula. So we went Old Mission on Saturday. We went to the Leelanau Peninsula on Sunday.
Bigger peninsula.
Much bigger peninsula, right. And it extends a lot farther west. So there's a lot of really, really cool towns on the western part of this peninsula. We stopped in Sutton's Bay, which is a little town about halfway up the peninsula, and we went to Northern Latitudes Distillery to get our coffee in the morning. So we went up to the very, very tippy top to a state park that's at the very tip of Leelanau Peninsula, and that was so cool. And the first place we went was out to the lake. And we went to the very, very tip of the peninsula, and that was so cool to see just the expanse of water. You could see all the islands that were in northern Lake Michigan in the distance. You could feel the wind. It just felt really fresh, and it was just a cool place to be.
Yeah. So there's a lighthouse there that we were able to get a tour. We learned that there's like a lighthouse program where individuals can go and like stay at lighthouses. And Ethan and I were like, that sounds kind of funky. So we might try that for you all sometime.
That would be pretty cool. Lighthouse Keeper program.
You
have to pay to go there, but you work for like 6 days and you get a day off and you get to stay in the lighthouse. Stay tuned for a future We Try video.
Yeah, kind of scary, right? These are really old lighthouses and there's definitely creeks and maybe some ghosts, so who knows?
So after the state park, we went back down the peninsula, and our first stop was at Maubie Sparkling Wines.
A few of us had the flights, which was nice. I think you would end up having one of their ciders.
I ended up having one of their ciders because it was recommended, and I said, hey, why not, you know?
Yeah.
Which led in nicely into our next stop, which was Sutton's Bay Cider. You know, you order, and then you were able to walk out onto this lookout, and it overlooks the bay and Traverse City, and the views are just beautiful.
We were planning out our house then as well, so really we could move here. You'll see that.
Build our house on this property that we totally couldn't afford, and a massive house that we definitely couldn't afford. You know, you can dream. Overall, our trip was such an incredible time, and it just makes you realize how many times that you could go up to Traverse City and still go to new things every single time. We barely put in a dent in all the stuff that there was to do up there, and I would love to go back soon.
Definitely add it to your bucket list. Thank you for watching this video. Give us a like, subscribe to our channel, and we hope you comment below where should we go next, and tune in next Sunday for your next video. We had so much fun hanging out with you. Thank you so much.
Cheers.
Bye.